When you wake up in the morning after 50, you start to notice things that you may have never paid attention to when you were younger. Maybe your joints feel a little stiffer, maybe your energy takes longer to arrive, or maybe your blood sugar feels like it's on a roller coaster ride before you've even finished your first cup of coffee. And at that age, even something as simple as choosing what to eat for breakfast can suddenly feel like a big decision. For decades, you might have eaten the same thing. Perhaps a bowl of oatmeal because that's what you were told was heart healthy, or maybe eggs because they kept you full. But now, with all the confusing headlines and conflicting advice, you might find yourself asking, which is actually the better breakfast for someone over 50, eggs or oatmeal? And the truth is, the answer isn't as simple as choosing one side forever. The real secret lies in understanding what each food gives you, what your body truly needs as you age, and how you can use that knowledge to set yourself up for better energy, stronger muscles, sharper focus, and even a longer life. So let's dive into this question in a way that feels real, practical, and inspiring, especially for those of us who are living this stage of life right now. I want you to imagine two plates in front of you. On one side, there's a warm, creamy bowl of oatmeal. It's hearty, comforting, and it feels familiar. Maybe it even reminds you of childhood mornings or busy workdays when you needed something quick. On the other side, there are two perfectly cooked eggs. Bright yolks, rich in flavor, with that aroma that makes your kitchen feel alive. Which one do you choose? That choice, as simple as it seems, can actually set the tone for your entire day. Oatmeal gives you complex carbohydrates and fiber, which can help with cholesterol, digestion, and steady energy. Eggs, on the other hand, deliver high-quality protein, essential vitamins, and nutrients like choline that fuel your brain and protect your muscles. So which is better after 50? Well, let's break it down together. As we age, one of the biggest challenges we face is muscle loss. It's a natural process called sarcopenia, and it can start as early as our 40s but accelerates after 50. That's why so many people notice that their strength isn't quite what it used to be, or that recovery after exercise takes longer. The number one way to fight back against this muscle decline is through protein. Eggs are a powerhouse in this department. A single large egg has about 6 to 7 grams of complete protein, and it's one of the most bioavailable sources you can find. That means your body absorbs and uses it efficiently, unlike some plant proteins that don't give you the same full profile of amino acids. And it's not just about muscles. Protein also supports your immune system, helps keep you satisfied so you're not reaching for sugary snacks mid-morning, and even helps maintain your skin, hair, and nails. For many people over 50, especially women going through menopause or men losing testosterone, that steady supply of protein from eggs can be a game changer. Now let's look at oatmeal. The reason so many people still swear by it is because of its fiber, particularly something called beta glucan. This soluble fiber works like a sponge, helping to pull cholesterol out of the bloodstream. For someone worried about heart disease, a top concern after 50, this can be powerful. Oatmeal also helps stabilize blood sugar levels, which is essential if you're managing pre-diabetes or type 2 diabetes, conditions that are unfortunately all too common in our age group. When you eat oatmeal, you're getting a slow release of energy, which can help avoid those blood sugar spikes and crashes that leave you feeling drained. Add to that some vitamins and minerals like magnesium, iron, and zinc, and you've got a food that does more than just fill your stomach. It actually nurtures your cardiovascular health. But here's where the confusion often comes in. Some people say eggs are dangerous because of cholesterol, and others say oatmeal is just a bowl of carbs that can spike your sugar. So, which story is true? Let me share from both science and personal reflection. For years, eggs were demonized because of their cholesterol content. The yolk has about 185 milligrams of cholesterol, and doctors used to say that eating eggs would raise your cholesterol and clog your arteries. But recent research has shown that dietary cholesterol doesn't impact blood cholesterol as much as we once thought. For most people, eggs do not significantly increase the risk of heart disease. In fact, they may actually help increase HDL, the good cholesterol, and improve overall cholesterol balance. On the flip side, Oatmeal, while being rich in fiber, can sometimes be misleading if you're buying the flavored instant versions packed with added sugars. Those can do more harm than good, especially for blood sugar and weight control. So the key is in how you prepare and what you pair it with. Let's get practical. If you're someone who often feels hungry soon after breakfast, oatmeal alone might not be enough. That's because carbohydrates, even complex ones, digest more quickly than protein. Have you ever had a bowl of oatmeal and then found yourself reaching for a muffin or another snack just 2 hours later? That's because your body is craving more balance. Eggs, on the other hand, provide satiety. When I eat eggs in the morning, I notice I can go much longer before feeling hungry again, and that helps me avoid grazing on less healthy options. But if you're worried about cholesterol or want that heart protective fiber, you don't have to choose one or the other. One of the most powerful breakfast strategies for people over 50 is combining them. Imagine starting your day with one egg and a small bowl of plain oatmeal topped with nuts and berries. That way, you're getting protein, fiber, healthy fats, and antioxidants all in one balanced meal. That's not just food, that's fuel for a better day. Here's another angle that matters as we age: brain health. Did you know that eggs are one of the richest sources of choline, a nutrient that supports memory and cognitive function? After 50, when many people start worrying about memory lapses or cognitive decline, giving your brain that daily boost can be incredibly valuable. Oatmeal, while not high in choline, provides steady glucose to the brain, which is its main source of fuel. That means both foods, like in different ways, support mental clarity. So instead of pitting them against each other, think of them as two tools in your toolbox for sharper thinking and sustained energy. Now let's talk about inflammation, another big concern after 50. Chronic inflammation is linked to arthritis, heart disease, and even Alzheimer's. Oatmeal has anti-inflammatory compounds called avenanthramides, which may help reduce blood pressure and support artery health. Eggs, when raised from hens fed a healthy diet, especially omega-3 enriched eggs, can provide anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids. So both can play a role in calming inflammation, depending on your choices. Here's something personal I've learned. Food is not just about nutrients, it's also about how it makes you feel. On mornings when I choose oatmeal, I feel comforted, steady, and like I'm nurturing my heart. On mornings when I choose eggs, I feel strong, alert, and ready to take on challenges. And I've realized that the real wisdom is not in making one food the hero and the other the villain. It's in listening to your body, noticing what helps you thrive, and making breakfast a daily act of self-care rather than just a routine. So here's my advice to you if you're over 50 and wondering what to eat. Don't think of eggs and oatmeal as enemies. Think of them as partners. If you need more strength and protein for your muscles, lean on eggs. If your doctor is concerned about your cholesterol or blood sugar, lean on oatmeal. If you want the best of both worlds, combine them. The power is in your hands, and your breakfast can become one of the simplest, most effective tools for better health. And let me pause here to say, if you're someone who has struggled with energy dips, cravings, or just feeling unsure about what's truly healthy, you are not alone. So many of us face the same questions, and that's why conversations like this are so important. If you've had your own experiences with eggs or oatmeal, or maybe a breakfast routine that really works for you, share it in the comments below. You never know, your story might inspire someone else who's going through the same thing. And if you find this kind of information helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I share more tips and insights just like this to help you live stronger, healthier, and more vibrant after 50. One more thing. Breakfast sets the tone not just for your day, but for your long-term health. Studies show that people who prioritize protein in the morning are more likely to maintain muscle mass, and those who get enough fiber are more likely to maintain heart health. That means every bite you take is like an investment in your future. So tomorrow morning, when you stand in your kitchen deciding between that warm bowl of oatmeal or those golden eggs, know that whichever you choose, you're giving your body something valuable. And if you combine them, you're creating a powerhouse meal that supports both your heart and your strength. I want to end with this thought. After 50, life can feel like a balancing act. We're balancing our health, our energy, our responsibilities, and our dreams for the years ahead. And breakfast, simple as it may seem, is one way to find that balance. Eggs give us power. Oatmeal gives us protection. Together, they remind us that we don't have to choose between strength and safety, between feeling strong today and protecting our future tomorrow. We can have both. And that to me is the beauty of growing older. It's not about giving things up. It's about learning how to combine them in ways that make us better than before. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself not just what should I eat, but how do I want to feel? Do you want steady energy, strong muscles, sharp focus, and a heart that beats with resilience? Then choose wisely and know that every morning is another chance to nourish not just your body, but your entire life.